and I hate my job, and I don't want to go back.
At the beginning of this pandemic, everybody was cheering on the bravery and strength of healthcare workers because of the tough job they had, risking their lives and, in many cases, their families' lives to save the lives of others who got sick with COVID-19. Well, a lot of that, at least for some, has changed. And especially in Canada, at least recently, there's been stories like this. Registered Nurses Association speaks out against anti-vax protests near hospitals and clinics. So this has been going on all across Canada. Sudbury, this one, Kingston, anti-vax protesters gather outside Kingston General Hospital, and Vancouver as well. Hospital protests pushing already exhausted staff to the brink, says Vancouver doctor. Well, this video here is, I believe, unrelated to this, to those protests, but you see here just how overworked these nurses are, and the idea of protesting the very people that are saving lives, to me, is, there's nothing that is more disgusting. But I'm going to play for you this. Yes, it's sad, it's depressing, but I want people to understand just the kind of stress these workers are under.
Just got home after a 12-and-a-half-hour shift in the COVID world. I didn't get a breakfast. I didn't get a lunch. I didn't even get to drink water today. And today was so bad. It's worse than last year. And I hate my job. And I don't want to go back. And it's hard because I can only do what I can do. And there's just too many sick people and too little bit of employees. And it's not fair to our patients. It's not fair to us. And it sucks and it's hard. And I just want to quit and give up. And it looks like it's never going to get better. I have 3 different patients' blood on my scrubs. I have COVID urine on my pants. I did a lot of CPR today and a lot of bagging. And I saw people grab my hand and tell me to help them to live. And they don't want to die. And then I had people tell me, just leave me alone and let me go already. And just let me die. I don't want to be here anymore. I hate this. It's never going to go away. It's going to get worse. And I don't want to do this anymore.
I really don't know what to say to that. I can't even imagine the kind of stress they are under, the work that they have to do. I mean, even before this, even before the pandemic, I can't imagine that being in that role. It's a high stress situation. There's clearly a lot you have to be able to do in the moment, on cue. And here you have the pandemic. And morons, absolute morons, that still have not gotten the vaccine, a free and available vaccine. Now, yes, to be clear, I'm sure there are people out there that maybe haven't found the time. Maybe they can find time to buy groceries, to get a haircut, to go for a walk in the park, but they can't find time for a vaccine. Fine. But now, Biden has introduced, for companies with over 100 employees, you get time off to go and get the vaccine and recover. If people still don't get it after this, what the hell else is supposed to happen? Just the incredible selfishness. And then on top of all of that, to be a dipshit that goes and protests at a hospital, blocking, there were ambulances in Vancouver being blocked in front of a hospital during this protest. And it's not just the idiots in these protests. It's, of course, a lot of the blame has to go to the people that are spreading the misinformation, whether it's AM radio hosts that end up getting COVID themselves and dying, whether it's podcasters, shows like Tucker Carlson on Fox News. Of course, a lot of the blame has to go there as well. But if it gets to the point where you're actually engaging in a protest like this, then you have no excuse. You've gone far enough down the hole where you deserve the blame as well. And it's important that people that are part of this shit watch videos like this, understand what these people are going through. But nobody appears to care out of this group, out of that group. No one appears to care unless they get COVID themselves. And then all of a sudden, oh, I should have got the vaccine, and then you're dead. Meanwhile, surgeries for cancer being delayed, all sorts of surgeries, procedures now having to be delayed because the hospitals are filled up with unvaccinated COVID patients. Just selfish fucking morons. That's what you are.